I was in New Orleans, and Val couldn't talk. She was crying. She said, "You need to listen to the doctor." And our babysitter had given me a heads up, like, "Hey, you probably need to head back." So I'm driving across the spillway, you know, headed back, and Val calls me, and I can tell she's upset. I know that she's taking him for the blood work, and the doctor gets on. She said, "Look, I'm just a pediatrician in Ruston, Louisiana, but from what I learned in medical school, it looks like he has leukemia." She said, "Well, look, how quickly can you make it back?" I said, "Man, we're 5 or 6 hours, so I'm not gonna be back till probably midnight." And she said, "Okay, well, that's actually better. We can kind of stabilize him before we take you by ambulance over to Shreveport." And I was like, "Ambulance? I can just drive." And she said, he's sick. He needs to go by ambulance." Sure enough, the whole way home, I'm thinking, there's no way they take us at midnight by ambulance, and they did. As soon as I walked in, and we climbed on, went over to Shreveport.
Was following behind them. And I mean, of course, being pregnant, I don't remember that ride. It was an hour long, and I don't have a memory of driving. And I know that was the Lord in that moment preparing me for what He was about to put us in. You know, it was just a whirlwind at that moment. We just immediately started hooking them up to fluids and all kinds of different things. And there was a team of doctors coming in and out, and we're just sitting there going, what in the world? I mean, just yesterday, he was playing, you know, in the living room. Like, what are y'all talking about? I'm Dr. Giroudi, which is at that time was the pediatric oncologist in Shreveport. And he brings in a team of residents and all that. And I just remember sitting in the bed with him. Breck wouldn't let go of me. Remember, he's not even 2 yet. He was 1 month shy of turning 2, and so he wouldn't let go of me. And I just remember the doctors coming in, and they said, "Hey, we need y'all to come outside. We have some news for you." And I said, "Whatever you have to say, you can say it in here." And that moment, I mean, Dr. Drury said, "Well, your little boy is sick, and we think that he has this leukemia called acute lymphoblastic leukemia, B cell." And of course, we don't know anything about cancer and that kind of stuff. We're like, "What are you talking about?" So, and they said, we're gonna get you to Memphis tomorrow morning."